Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, or leave a comment in this comment section when you find value in any time during this video. Appreciate it. Let's dive in and take a look. It's been a bit, been a minute or so, maybe a little bit longer since I've done this the Bitcoin perpetual options derivatives analysis. So let's take a look. This is the Coinalyze one-day chart, and I switched to the one-day chart because it gives me a better zoomed out perspective. So let's take a look. Here's at the top is the Bitcoin price, and it's at 39,100. Make it 39,100. So it hasn't moved much in the today. It's pretty much crabbing sideways. And as far as the aggregate open interest with stablecoin margin, and that's backed by stablecoins, overall it's not changed much. It's currently at 6.3 billion, and as you can see here, it's like 10 billion. That's high. So it hasn't really changed much. It's more on the, just not a lot of open interest here. This is aggregate across multiple exchanges. So that's not going to be a factor. And if you look at the aggregate open interest backed by coin like as in Ethereum or Bitcoin, it went up a little bit. But overall, it's still towards the bottom here of this range. See it? This one's right here. It's 8.8. Now it's like 4.2 billion. So it hasn't really changed much. It's, to me, perpetual futures, open interest, and it's been just kind of neutral. It hasn't really moved much. This almost seemed like a lack of interest, at least overall. For the aggregate predicted funding rate, you can see here it's had, since the 10th, it's been in the negative right here. You see the red there? And that's roughly at negative 0.0077. And that's, it's not too deep, too low of a negative. It's negative, but it's still pretty close to neutral, negative if you will. Like down here, like here, it's like very negative. So combine this one with open interest. It's not much gonna happen there. I don't think it's a factor. People can say that it's negative funding, price shorts might get squeezed and price will go up. Well, not really. I think what's been driving price is the macro environment and the geopolitical stuff, not these things, not open interest and funding rate, at least not right now. So no, not a factor to me. Over here, this is for spot, measuring spot supply and demand. It's cumulative volume delta. It's still pretty low. You're looking at, let's see here. Oh, it doesn't give me, it does. It's at negative 265.7 something K. So it's still towards the bottom. So still not a lot of demand on the spot. And that's aggregated across multiple exchanges. So this not a factor here. Demand still low. So let's hop onto the next chart. Oops. This is we're going to take a look at Max Payne, and this is from levitas.ch, and dark purple on black. I think they need new designers. Basically, this one says 39. You're just going to have to trust me here. It says 39. Or go to levitas.ch and check it out for yourself. Basically, right here. Actually, you can see right here. 39K. You see that little purple line right there? That's the max pain price. Price tends to move towards max pain about 80 some percent of the time when conditions are pretty normal and some dictator is not attacking another friendly country. So yeah, 39. And guess what? We're at 39. Yeah, we're at 39. No, actually, let me see. Yeah, 39. 39.1. And this is for tomorrow. Let's go to the next one. The day after that, 39 again. Day after that, 39 again. On the 8th, actually, that's not the day after that. It's the 18th. It's 39K again for max pain. And on the 25th, it's predicted to move to 42K. But remember, max pain can change day over day. So until we get to this date, it could change. But currently, for the 25th, it's 42K. We're going to take a look at a couple dates that may have an impact on price fluctuation or volatility. On the 18th, open interest on the 18th for options. It's not that big of a deal. But here on the 25th, it's quite high right here. So the 25th would be an upcoming date that you want to pay attention to as far as open interest is concerned. So what I mean by that is on the 25th, if we could go back to here, you see max pain's 42 right there. So the likelihood of it going to max pain, whatever this max pain is near that time, high probability it could go toward there because of the high open interest for the call and the puts. And here the volume for the 18th is higher than the volume for the open interest here, but the 25th has both high volume and high open interest. So I would put my money on this date being closer to max pain than the 18th. Let's take a look at the GEX. Let's see, this one right here. The BTC gamma exposure, otherwise known as GEX. Let's open this up and take a look. That's a very tiny little chart. Okay. Some price areas we might want to be careful about is around 40K. You can see here the call is 0.05 while the puts is negative 0.03. I'm sorry, puts is negative 0.3. So there are more calls than puts. So typically if there are more calls than puts, the smart money would hedge against their calls. So price could fluctuate downward. So that's something to keep in mind. At 39K, which is where we're at right now, here's calls is 0.02, while puts is at negative 0.4. So there are more puts than calls. So price at 39 could fluctuate to the upside. So two price levels you might want to be thoughtful about. Let's go to the next one. Some people's favorite chart here is the high block capitals liquidation levels. And you can see here since the March the 10th, there are more negative liquidation amount for shorts than there are longs, and this is the difference. Okay, so that's the difference. So basically, there as far as the total liquidations, 105 for shorts and 45 for longs, and that's just the levels themselves, not the amount. So if you mouse over here, you can see that it's negative 4.5 billion. That's the difference, more for the shorts. And you can see here, this is where the current price is right now. So more than likely, price could move upward because smart money could take the counter position with so many high liquidation levels here. Then what they'll do is, or amount, then they'll take the counter position, and they take a high leverage counter position, and then they influence the price on spot to move upward, and they win on the high leverage positions over here. And you can see how close the price is. So more than, not if, matter of when, it'll probably move up. High probability it'll move up unless there's some crazy macro or geopolitical news or event, and it might scare people and price might go down. But right now, more than likely, I'd say 60-40, 60% going up and 40% going down, because there's not much down here. Easier to move up and clear out these liquidation levels. And you can see that it did that here when the price moved up here. It chopped away some of those liquidation levels, and then they came back right here, and it went as a chop, it's still high amount of shorts difference there. That's pretty much it. So let's summarize. As far as funding rate and open interest, yeah, the slight negative funding rate, but combine that with open interest, they're not a big combination of factors at this time, because they're relatively insignificant. As far as max pain, I expect max pain to be around 39K for the next several periods, and then it goes up to 42K, but that could change. And around the price level of 40K, price could drop slightly down, but around 39K, price should move slightly up based on the options hedge in there. So bracket around 39K and 40K, it'll probably move right around there. And guess what? It's at 39.1K right now. So not surprising there. The 25th is a day you may want to be mindful of, because it has both high open interest amount and also high volume. So, and that's coming up. What is it? Tomorrow's the 12th, so we're looking at just below 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for that day. That's about it, I think. Let me double check. Yep. I appreciate your time. It's late over here in the West Coast, and this is my last video. So I appreciate your time. Smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Appreciate it. Peace. See you tomorrow.